Hello and welcome to your TRX session with me today. My name is Charlotte and I'm going to take you through your session. Today's session is going to be strength and conditioning for beginners, 30 minutes. The only equipment you will need is your straps and your mat, and of course your lovely self, maybe a little bit of water as well. Now, what is on the menu? First of all, we're going to go through a very brief warm-up to get your entire body moving, to get your brain awake, to get everything working. We're then going to go into a 6 exercise circuit. All right, 6 exercises. You will repeat this circuit 3 times in total. Once you've done that, all the hard work is done, tick, tick, and we'll be straight in to a cool down. Okay, so get yourself ready. You need to start your straps fully lengthened all the way out. We're only using 2 strap lengths today, fully lengthened and mid-calf, yeah? And then just make sure your mat is set out just in line with your anchor point, all right? If you do find that your feet tend to slip through the foot cradles, already go ahead and shorten them a little bit because we'll be doing some plank work later. All right, guys, so warm up. Let me just start my timer. So bring yourself up to standing. There we go. We're going to go for an overhead squat into a hip hinge. So overhead squat, legs are slightly wider than hip width, turn the toes out. Reach the arms up and sit your hip bones back, trying to keep your chest up. And as you stand up, squeeze your butt. Yeah, just try that one more time. Arms up, butt back, bend your knees, and back up. Yeah, then second exercise is a hip hinge. So take the fingertips into the crease of your hip pockets and try to hinge your hips back and let the fingers disappear right in the hip pockets and stand up. So it's like I'm reaching my butt back to close the car door. You should feel a stretch in the back of the legs. Stand up. Okay, so just do one of each for me. One of your overhead squat and one of your hip hinge. So show me the difference between the two. All too often people think hinge and squat are the same thing. That's because you hinge when you squat, but you don't squat when you hinge. Oh, what a puzzle. Listen, we've got 10 seconds left to go. So I want you to feel your bum cheeks reaching back without your knees bending all that much. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. All right, guys. Second exercise is going to be your golfer swing. So grab your straps, stand facing towards the anchor point. The straps are still fully lengthened as we did that earlier. You're going to start with your hands pretty much in line with your shoulders. Soften the knees and bow forward, not so you're parallel to the ground, but just so you're a couple of inches up. All right. Begin to sweep the right arm up, look towards the right hand, all the way towards the ceiling, and then come back down. Sweep the left arm up and back down. Now, if it feels awkward, bring yourself a little bit closer to the anchor point and make sure you're bending your knees, reaching your butt cheeks back behind you. Nice, guys. You got another 20 seconds here. This one is for rotation. It's warming up your back, ensuring that we're not stiff through the upper body. We're able to move and our spine is pliable. Last 10 seconds. Nice, and release. All right, last one is going to be your low row. Traditionally, we do this on shorter straps, but for flow today, we are going to do it on fully lengthened. So walk your feet forwards towards the anchor point, hands in line with your armpits, elbows pointing back and down. Flex all 10 toes off, find a plank position. You're going to fully extend and fully bend. Go all the way to straight arms, all the way to bent. Now, as you're doing this, think about squeezing the elbows to your ribs, opening up your chest and firing up the muscles between your shoulder blades. Nice. Now, if you've got quite a slippy floor, just pop your feet flat, maybe bend your knees, but keep looking up, because if we look down, we want to round our spine, which, look, if you can see, it makes me round out through the upper back. All right, guys, 20 seconds. All right, this is your last 10. 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, guys, stand yourself up. So that was your warm-up. We're going to go right the way into the circuit. You've got 6 exercises coming up, 45 seconds on each, 15 seconds, I'll call it a break, but you're actually transitioning from one exercise to the next. You only have one strap adjustment, which is later on towards the end of the circuit, all right? So we're gonna get started in just a couple of moments, but there we go. Let me get you all set up. That's the one. So let's get you all set up for the first exercise. First one is squat to high row. Stand facing towards the anchor, palms facing down, elbows out to the side onto your tiptoes. You don't want to be upright, be leaning back already. Then bring the feet flat, extend the arms, sit yourself into a squat, hack squat, leaning back, and then bring yourself up to straight legs and high row. So 4 different movements. Straight arms, hips down, hips up, bent arms. Straight arms, hips down, hips up, bent arms. Elbows are high and wide. When I come all the way up, I'm onto my tiptoes. And then when I come down, I don't want my knees to go in front of my ankles. If it's too heavy, walk yourself back a bit. If you want a bit more, walk yourself forward a bit. All right, team, rest there. Okay, so standing facing away from the anchor point this time, alternating front lunges. So turn to face away from the anchor, palms pressing into the foot cradles, back up onto the tiptoes. You're gonna step forward with one leg, bend both knees, step yourself back up all the way to 2 high heels. Switch legs, 2 high heels. Okay, so timer's on. Remember, each of these exercises is 45 seconds. I want you to feel like you're bending your toes at the back. You're bending both knees at 90 degrees, and you're pushing hard into the straps. If you've got quite tight shoulders, just bring your arms a little bit wider to a V position. All right, team, 15 seconds. Keep your gaze up, keep looking forward. Tension on the straps. Core muscles tight, squeeze the butt when you come up to stand. Find your balance. Great, and rest there. Next one is going to be your Y raise. Now, don't bend your elbows at all in this one. You're going to reach your arms up to the sky, palms facing towards the anchor, stand facing the anchor, and then just stagger one foot behind the other. Reach your arms forward, don't bend the elbows, palms down, and then reach your arms up to a Y. Palms again are facing forward, and you're coming more vertical than you were before. So I'm leaning back, arms are straight. I'm pulling the straps to come through. Now, if it's quite easy, either walk your feet further forward or just go ahead and put your feet on the same line. Yeah, all the way up and all the way down. Now, this is deceptively hard exercise because your arms are in a long straight position. So don't overload it and start bending your elbows. All right, rest there, team. Flip yourself to face away from the anchor point. Make sure you're right in line with the anchor. Grab a hold of the handles, knuckles pointing down. Set your legs just wider than hip width, heels high. Chest press. We're going to bend the elbows, bring the chest towards the ground, and then push, extend the arms completely straight. Bend the elbows, extend. Now, if you're a little bit nervous, again, you can offset your feet. This is a great way to give you some confidence at the end range, so where we're producing the most force. And it's a really nice way to feel the range that you've got, how far you can really go. But keep those heels high, take your butt with you. At no point should you be sticking your butt out. All right, guys, last 10 seconds. If you want to make it harder, walk your feet back a little bit. Challenge yourself today. That's why you came, right? Of course it is. All right, rest there, team. Now this transition, we're going to need to come down to the floor. Go ahead and face away from the anchor point. We're going to pop our heels in. So facing away, grab a hold of the foot cradles, lay back, and drop your heels down into the foot cradles. Once you're there, bend your knees at 90 degrees, flex your feet, hands by your sides. You're going to bridge your hips up and squeeze back down. Bridge your hips up, squeeze back down. So as you're pressing your hips up, try and keep even pressure through both straps. Hips up, squeeze down. Now, if you feel that one foot is leading more than the other, try to even out that pressure. Flex your feet so your feet don't fall out. I love this exercise because it works all the muscles around the front of your shins and your ankles as well. Only go as high as you feel like you can control. Saved by the bell. All right, take your feet out, roll yourself up, spin around, face towards the anchor, and then hold on to the foot cradles like stinky socks. We're getting our toes in for our plank. So lean back, feed your toes under and through, squeeze your legs together and roll around. Once you're there, we're coming up into a plank on straight arms. So place your hands under your shoulders, extend one leg back, set a nice strong back leg, flex the foot and the other leg. And when you're ready, push the heel away, hold. Now, if you're quite new to planks, you can do 5 seconds on, 5 seconds recover. 5 seconds on, 5 seconds recover. If you've been doing this for a while, get up, stay up, go for it. Think about your technique. Now, when you do these movements like plank, you don't graduate the plank. You're always making it better and better. Can I squeeze my butt more? Can I push the floor more? Can I flex the feet a little tighter towards my face? Oh, rest there. Take your feet out. Well done, guys. You've got a full minute of recovery now. So 1 minute before we come back in again. So grab a sip of water and listen. You might need to adjust your straps a little bit higher if you knocked them down a little bit for your plank position. I'm actually on a sort of overhang, so fully lengthened is exactly the same as mid-calf for me, but feel free to pull the straps up a tiny bit or a tiny down lower, sorry, for your first exercise. All right, how long we got? 20 seconds. So to clarify, lengthen the straps as much as you can. We're going to get going in 15 seconds for our second round. All right. Remember, second round, squat to high row to start. See if you can set up without me a little bit. Get that brain going. Palms down, elbows high, up onto your tiptoes, legs are squat width apart. Straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bend. Always tension on the straps so your straps never go floppy. Now for this second round, let's see if we can get a little bit of speed. Yeah, so down, up, squeeze. Down, up, squeeze. This is a strength and conditioning workout today. So working on the endurance aspect of your muscles as well. Eyes up to the anchor, strong straight legs. Squeeze an orange between your shoulder blades like you're juicing an orange. Nearly there, team. Sticks with it. You can do it. And rest there. Oh, alternating front lunges coming up. Stand facing away from the anchor. Palms facing away. Come up onto your tiptoes, hands in line with your shoulders. All right. Time is on. Step one leg forward. Step it back. Front foot is flat. Back heel is lifted. And I see this all the time. People give me floppy arms. They're like this, and they're wondering why they're wobbling all over the place. You need to push really hard with your hands into the strap. The lower you go, the more intense it'll be to get back up. All right, team, nearly there. If your thighs are burning, you are doing it right. Mine are completely. Glutes, top of the legs, everything is working. Oh, rest there. All right, team, well done. Y raise coming up, straight arms the whole time. Make sure you're not bending the elbows. Best setup is offsetting your feet, okay? So arms up to a Y, offset your feet. And when you're ready, extend the arms forward, pull the arms up. Now, one of the common mistakes I see here is everyone tries to take their arms sideways. So try instead to have your arms a bit narrower so they're actually up high. So it's almost like quite a narrow, sharp V or a Y position. If you don't need those offset feet, get them on the same line. See how it feels. Body is like a surfboard. Glutes are squeezing tightly. Oh, all right, team, rest there. Chest press coming up. So stand facing away from the anchor point. Now this time you might want to take a sharper angle. The further back your feet go, the more intense it is. So bring those feet back and maybe now bring your feet a bit closer together. Yes, stability principle. The closer your feet, the harder it is. One big bend, one extend. Heels are high, you're bending through your toes. Now I see this a lot as well. A lot of people sort of drop their head because it thinks it gets them closer to the floor. Try and keep your head up in line with your spine. So there's a straight line from the top of your head all the way to your heels. Squeezing your butt, tightening your core muscles so nothing's hanging out. Straps are not touching your shoulders. If they are, hands a little higher, or rotate the palms in like you're clapping. All right, team, rest there, well done. Here's the difficult transition. We're coming down to the floor for your hip bridge. So come all the way to seated. Remember for this one, just flick yourself to face away, lay all the way down, and then drop your heels into the foot cradles. When you're ready, 90-degree angle with the legs. Bridge your hips up, squeeze back down. Now, I want you to think like you're tearing the straps off the anchor point. So don't just kind of push a little bit. Pull down as if you're trying to bend your leg in half, but the foot cradle is getting in the way. If any of you want an extra challenge, just speed it up. You're gonna go up, tap the floor, up, tap the floor, up, tap the floor. So a little bit more speed, less time chilling on the ground. All right, nearly there, guys. I know the legs are burning, but stay with it. All right, rest there. Well done, guys. All right, next one. You might need to pull your straps up a little bit just so they're mid-calf height. We're gonna get our toes in. So lay yourself back, holding onto the foot cradles, feet the toes through, and when you're ready, flip yourself around. Once you're there, hands under shoulders. Remember, if you're quite new to this, flex your feet, push the heels away. You can do 5 seconds on, you can do 5 seconds off. If you've done this exercise before, you're welcome to join me now in knee tucks or TRX crunch. So you pull your knees to your chest, you extend them out slow. So every time the knees come in, you want to lift your butt up a little bit so you're making space for your knees to come through. All right, guys, 1 minute breather. Grab a sip of water, towel down if your hands are a bit sweaty. As you know, it's quite hard to hold on to the handles when the hands are sweaty. But towel down, do what you need to do, 1 minute break. And then we've got the circuit one more time. All right, so don't forget to fully lengthen your straps if you had to shorten them. Obviously, it depends where you're anchored. Some of you, if you're anchoring with relatively high doors, fully lengthened might be mid-calf height. All right, we've still got another 10, 15 seconds, or a little bit longer, 20 seconds even, and then we'll get started again. So make this your round now. So make this the round where you push, where you go deeper on the angles, where you ask yourself to do a little bit more. Yeah, last round should always be like fireworks, confetti, everything going on. Yeah, not crawling towards the finish line, all right? 15 seconds, then we're moving. Squat to high row. You know your setup now, you know what you're doing. Give me movement, confidence, flow, and a bit of pizzazz, all right? Palms down, elbows high, heels high, legs squat width. Let's go. So go and get it now, get those reps. Walk your feet forward for a bit of a challenge. Squeeze your shoulders together. When I work out, I really like to visualize the bits that are engaging. So right now I'm thinking about my back muscles. And I'm thinking about all the muscles around the hips as I come up to standing. And I'm thinking nice proud chest, tension on the straps. Oh, rest there, well done. All right, alternating front lunges coming up in 15 seconds. Let's go, team. Arms up, heels high, palms down. Whenever you're ready. So on these alternating front lunges, now maybe try and get yourself a little bit lower than before. Maybe even lightly tap your knee on the floor. Those of you that are feeling strong, you might be able to give me a double tap. Down 1, down 2, back up. Down 1, down 2, back up. See how it feels. Oh gosh, so the front of the thighs are going to burn. You might even feel the shoulders here as well, the core and the butt. All right, rest there, team. Straight away into your Y raise. So remember to start at the top position, arms up, one foot behind the other. And when you're ready, reach the arms out in front of you. Pull to a Y. Now the beauty of having strong shoulders is not only just aesthetically it's great, but also it means that you're more functional in your life. You can carry heavier boxes. No more asking someone to carry those boxes for you. You can carry those heavy shopping bags. It just means that everything feels easier. And especially those of you that have got kids, it makes it significantly easier to maneuver around with them as well. Those of you with young kids, carrying them around, as you know, gets very, very heavy. Strong shoulders, strong upper back, better posture, and easier life. All right, rest there. Chest press coming up. All right, this time I'm going to ask you to put your feet together if it's available. Feet together, heels high, knuckles down. Straight wrists. Time is on. So essentially all working out is just pushing your body out of its comfort zone so that everything in your life becomes easier. Yeah, just getting around, getting upstairs. That's all working out is. And then all the benefits on top of that, like joint health, weight loss, whatever it might be, are just added extras, right? Now go and get it. This is your round now. If you can walk back a little bit further, feel free. If you can, walk those toes back. Bend your elbows that little bit more. Oh my goodness. Stay strong, guys, nearly there. Are your legs together? Are you squeezing your butt? Oh, saved by the bell. Next one is your hip bridge. So lay on the ground. Remember, you want your head facing towards the anchor point. Drop your heels in and your body's facing away from the anchor. When you're ready, I'm going to need the sunglasses. Oh, press your heels into the straps, bridge your hips up and lower down. Nice. Now for a bit more challenge, you can try taking those arms off. This will highlight, whoa, if both sides are working evenly. And generally they're not, right? We always have one side that's a little bit stronger. We always have one side that's like, hey, I can do the work. Oh, if that feels too much, hands or elbows back down. Not creating so much instability that we don't feel that we can do the exercise. Just having enough stability so we can carry on. Drive those heels down, yes! All right, guys. You might need to adjust your straps here so they're mid-calf height. I don't need to because mine are pretty much the same as fully lengthened here where I'm anchored. Toes go under and through. Squeeze the legs together. And when you're ready, let's get onto our fronts. All right, hands down. Drive those heels back. Push the heels away. Now remember, the option is to hold 5 and then put your knees down for 5, or you're right in for those knee tucks. Knees in, butt up to the sky. Don't be too far forward of your hands. Don't be falling back. You want to be right on top of your hands, shoulders on top of the wrists. Last exercise, go and get it. You know after this there's nothing left. Oh. Oh, Saved by the Bell, release the feet. Guys, well done. Grab a sip of water and we'll come into your stretch. Just gonna stop this timer, otherwise he's gonna be dinging all over us. There we go, stop that. All right, sip of water and then we'll come right in. I hope you feel like you have worked your entire body. I know I have. All right, when you're ready, body weight stretch, no straps needed. So step your left leg forward, frame the front foot with the hands and drive your hip bones forward. If it feels awkward, your legs are too close together, just step your back knee back a little bit so you've got some more space. Nice, take a deep breath in, big breath out, drive the hip bones forward. If you want a slightly deeper stretch, just pop all your weight onto your right hand, reach the left arm back with a gentle twist, grab the foot and squeeze the heel in. Once you've got it, just square your hip bones forward. Nice team, hold it there. All right, gently release that foot, pull yourself up to 2 straight legs. You still want your left leg in front and ideally your hands are flat to the ground. If that is too much for today, feel free to take your hands onto your front shin. Now feel free to stay here or lift your back heel up quite high and then send your butt cheeks as far back as you can. So you get this incredible stretch down your left hamstring. So all I have to do is shift my weight backwards, but imagine that my front foot is stuck in the mud and hold it there. Great work team, well done. Let's switch sides. So right leg forward, left leg goes back, drop the knee down and frame your front foot. Alrighty, hold it there. Sweat in the eyes. Now if you want to go a little bit deeper, reach round, grab your back foot, squeeze the heel in, take the heel all the way to the sitting bone and hold. Nice, go ahead and release that foot, pull yourself up to 2 straight legs. Right leg should still be in front. Bow your body forward, and if you can't reach the floor, that's all good, just pop your hands onto your front shin. If you can reach the floor, sorry team, sweat everywhere today. If you can reach the floor, just lift the back heel and drop the butt cheeks back. So it feels like your butt is trying to reach away from your front foot is stuck in the mud. All right, bring yourself carefully forward, ripple to roll yourself up to standing, and then last little stretch here for the shoulders. So if you face towards the anchor point, we'll just do a little wrist lock so we don't have to adjust the straps. So just take your hands onto the inside of the straps around the back, hold on with a little wrist lock, and then bow forward, gripping onto the straps and hang out through the shoulders. So it feels like you're a monkey hanging off a tree. And then once you're there, just kind of sweep your body from left to right so you get a bit of a stretch underneath the shoulders. So the beauty of doing full body workouts is that you feel like you get a well-balanced workout. Your entire body has been invited to the party and you end up with a kind of well-rounded feeling afterwards. It's not like one area is particularly burning, your whole body has worked. All right team, roll yourself up. Oh. And you are all done. Thank you so much for joining me. As a recap, what we did today, still sweaty in the eyes. Nice slow warm up just to get everything going, those hip hinges, all of that. We did a 6 exercise circuit. Of course, if 3 times doing this circuit is not enough, go ahead and repeat these circuits. You can do them as much as you want, but today we did 3 rounds of that circuit. We then did a very slow cool down just to get the body eased off after everything that we did. If you have any questions, any feedback, feel free to drop me a message. My name is Charlotte Tooth. You can catch me on Instagram, Charlotte_Tooth. Otherwise, TRX team, I will see you next time. Have an incredible day.